Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a three-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they square off with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match
Ja, jetzt hört
up
mich
with
auch.
Derek Carr
Hallo,
and the
hier ist
Oakland
ein reiner
Raiders.
NFL-Kanal geworden. Wie ihr seht, habe ich auch schon alles verändert. Und hoffe auch, ja, dann wollen wir mal gucken, was wir so erreichen können. Heute mit den Raiders. Ich würde mich freuen, wenn ihr mitguckt.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Seattle. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Jetzt habe ich geträumt, weil ich was geguckt
And a
habe.
nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
And when I think of Russell Wilson, I think not just of the big plays that he's made, and those are considerable, but when they were made. 4th and 26 in a Big Ten championship game against Michigan State when he was with Wisconsin. A big completion helped lead his team to a victory. A big 4th down throw for a touchdown in an NFC championship game against the San Francisco 49ers. When the chips are down, this guy plays at a big level.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago.
Ja, wir haben die
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go read option with Wilson. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious
Ja, wie
about
fandet ihr das mit
continuing to call
Antonio
this
Brown
play
eigentlich
because
so?
you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they
Auf der
want
einen
to
Seite
take
bin
it,
ich
they
ja froh,
want
dass
to
er
take
weg
it
ist.
big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Derek Carr set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former 2nd-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer.
Oh, so. Ja, wir müssen uns jetzt erstmal entscheiden, was wir spielen. Oh.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
And there's offensive tackle Trent Brown, signed away from New England in the offseason on a 4-year, $66 million deal to protect his new quarterback in Oakland, Derek Carr. First 3 years in the league were with San Francisco as a 49er. He can play left or right tackle.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jetzt habe ich überträumt.
Delayed game, offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So. Müssen wir halt so machen. Geht nicht anders.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. They'll run it with Williams. And some room to maneuver. And mark him down way up close to the 40
das war ja mal
at
mehr
the
gut als
39.
Verstand.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Einen guten Zug gemacht.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns, and the Raiders really have high hopes for this 27-year-old receiver. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit.
Nein, das war falsch.
Intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here?
If you're the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And one of the big bodies helping out this offense is your boy, Upati.
And all he wants to do
die Rams
is have
führen
running
13
plays
zu 3
called.
gegen die
Fire out
Panthers.
and
Okay.
smack people.
Gut, dass ich nicht gewettet habe. So, jetzt müssen wir erstmal gucken. Einstellung, Option. Setting. Habe ich da immer noch Game Option? Ja, habe ich noch. Okay, ich dachte schon, das hätte sich wieder umgestellt, aber ist noch auf Pro.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively. No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Tyre Whitehead, top 10 in tackles last year, up to make the play. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders. Brandon Marshall, no, not the wide receiver, a quality linebacker who can cover very well.
Es läuft, es läuft. Es läuft, es läuft.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Carson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you? Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points. And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw. By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Either about the tie, but yeah. Either way. You got it. I just went right past it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Derek Carr getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball. Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks. And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? And taken down at the 21. In the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure and the defense wins, getting a big sack. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now.
Mist.
3rd and goal.
Haben sie nicht
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0-for-3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now it's the backup Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Ja, so ist das halt.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. Penny, a 1st down carry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On 1st down, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Rashad Penny. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Sieht ja schon mal nicht schlecht aus. Für Rams sieht es sehr schlecht aus. Da steht es im Moment 16:3, wenn ihr nicht mitgucken könnt oder nicht wollt oder was weiß ich.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Caught on a slant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
Ja, gut gemacht. Haben sie gut gespielt. Muss man den lassen. Haben sie gut gespielt, ehrlich.
From 2 yards out, and the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Glennon. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now Gino. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Smith now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mr. X, mein Herz, hast du und bis bald. Danke dir, das ist lieb. Guckst du auch Football?
Short of the marker by just a yard, leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Ich habe eine neue Seite, wie du siehst. Hier wird nur noch Football gespielt.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. By the way,
Also Twitch ist rein Football nur noch. Da werde ich eigentlich, das Logo von mir mal schon machen lassen. Aber bis zum Schluss noch nicht, ob ich mein Logo lasse oder ob ich das ein bisschen verändere. Aber mein Banner und so habe ich schon geändert hier. Hier wird rein NFL gemacht. Erklärt, Neulinge.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And Jennings has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, Smith. And he finds Penny.
Du bleibst liegen.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Ich hoffe, ihr hört mich alle.
Ich weiß gar nicht, ob ich mein Mikro anhabe. Really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. That's caught out right by Jennings. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Guckt ihr denn auch gerade NFL?
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing again is Smith. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete. Das höre ich gerne.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. So we are halfway through
13-3.
the
Ja, das muss ja sein.
preseason. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Also schlecht sieht es diesmal gar nicht aus.
One more
Bis
half
auf die
of
Punkte.
football to get through before we say goodbye to the 2019 preseason. All 32 teams in action tonight. Then everyone will be required to cut down to 53 by 4 Eastern on Saturday. We get it all started 1 week from tonight. The Packers and Bears from Soldier Field.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Mike Glennon now and the rest of this offense heading back out. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to have time, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax.
Zu lange gewartet.
The Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Ätzend.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The dump-off gets them only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Glennon. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake.
Nein, ich wollte da durch. Das war riskant, das war riskant. Jetzt habe ich die Arschkarte.
In outstanding field position. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here,
Jetzt muss er auch mal ein paar Punkte holen,
you would cut the roster you're down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
60 outlaw. Go.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings
up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Orbit.
On 2nd and 9. Glennon. And they will not get the connection.
Incomplete.
There. It's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Sauber, nice.
Good yards on the 3rd down conversion. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
Immer am Schluss, ey.
Collier in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Delta. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. They gonna need some therapy after this.
They'll set up a throw. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Glennon. This will be caught at about the 6.
Yes.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Nein, jetzt hat er noch falschen Knopf gedrückt.
That's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down now, Richard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
53, Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Penny. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone.
Gibt's doch nicht, ehrlich jetzt.
Penny, 75 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Nice. Die Seahawks sind doch nicht schlecht.
Keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Das war super gespielt von denen.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Das war nicht schlecht gespielt. Hallo, lieber Zuschauer. Du darfst auch ruhig schreien. Bestimmt wieder weg. Okay.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
Well, this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away. Marquise Blair. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. Well, they've got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Falscher Knopf on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop the throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Hey, Haywood! 50's the mark! 50's the mark! Check the out, check the out, check the out!
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the draw, Richard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Keine Chance.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Back to throw here. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Go, go.
Now Glennon. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Yes, yes,
a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Also.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's got it. That makes our score now 22-10.
Geht doch. Jetzt wird aber aufgeholt. Wie viel Zeit habe ich denn noch?
That drive a long one. Spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a play in the catch.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ja.
Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got
so ist
rain
das.
throughout the entire
Zweite
game.
Niederlage.
These two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why
Ihr wollt mal mehr sehen, dann ja, einfach einschalten.
That rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
So, ich wünsche euch allen einen schönen Abend und viel Spaß. Euer Nupi Style, der Commander.